Hello, good evening, good afternoon, and every other time in between. How is everybody doing today? Let's be hopping right into Crusader Kings. If you remember where we left off yesterday, and just in case we got some people just now joining in, we just formed ourselves our own empire. We are no longer the Kingdom of England, we are the English Imperium. And I downloaded a mod, which we're going to very quickly just take off the Empire section because the Empire of the English Imperium is kind of redundant. So we're now in the era of the three great Western empires. We have us over here. We have the Franks, basically the Empire of France, and the Holy Roman Empire. We now have access to 9 troops since we are now an empire. So we have 2 of our pikemen, 2 of our heavy infantry. So whenever we get another unit, we'll be able to have more horsemen, which is good. Now we're going to be continuing with basically with securing the north of Iberia. Trying to get that dealt with. So how is everybody enjoying everything so far? Hopefully it's been a nice day. Build a church over here. They built a couple castles. What happened to York to become that? Prince Richard has become of age. Oh no, he's got gluttony. Not good at all. And he's chaste, so a good chance that we're probably not going to allow him to become the next emperor. Probably one of his little brothers. Maybe Prince John. He is Herculean. Well, good morning. How is Liz today? Is that part of our territory normal? Yeah, it is. And we're gonna go ahead and seize our I can't talk again. I'm gonna seize the territory that rightfully belongs to us. So we're gonna have the Imperial Army gather up. We now have an Imperial army ranging of 8,000, which is good. And we'll have Emperor Frey go ahead and march down to take the enemies by force. Let's get him in there real quick. Oh, he completely wiped the floor with him. He wiped the floor before we could even go into the battle. That was crazy. Now I know we can go through the most powerful of defenses with our amount of siege equipment we have. We'll jump up this way now. But yeah, I'm doing alright, Liz. Everything sound alright? It's like you're always the person that comes in to make sure everything's working. And just like that, we secured the territory. A Visigothic person. Interesting. And that works. Huh. Interesting. We'll go ahead and ransom off more of these people. Nice little source of money. Frey is already 50 years old at this point. Prince Godfrey could be a decent choice, but it would most likely be Prince John. Actually, that's what I think we're going to do right now, because he's just got the best trait, so we're going to give Prince John the designated heir. We're gonna wait, let them pay us. And we'll throw him in jail. Because if you're a traitor to us, then you're doomed. We'll continue expanding the Way of St. James, and then we'll work on getting Aragon. Unless they want to become a vassal. Yeah, they're not willingly going to become a vassal. What about you? No, definitely not. Be nice if Castile over here would become a vassal. And we're turning this all into English. Since we are the English Imperium, we'll be turning everything in our empire to English. And I was thinking, since this is our own empire, we might as well take our flour. Because this particular royal emblem is whenever the English, basically, when the English crown was claiming the French crown. Since this has been completely our dynasty's work, it would be better to have our dynasty's symbol. Especially since our other, basically the other members of our dynasty that hold territory in our territory all have their house emblem. So we're basically now the Empire of the Rose. And there's the rain. And we'll gift this to one of our loyal vassals. Let's see what we have left. Since there's not a lot of Aquitaine left, if we take Aquitaine at any one point, we could just create this into a big archduchy, which would be good for administrative purposes. Could have a nice archduke. And at least the King Bishop down here is doing quite well himself. Yes, let's get less of these vassals in here. Yeah, there's an internal fight for Francia, which the vassals are going to lose because the Holy Roman Emperor is on the side of the French monarch. Fun. Yeah, I'm not doing that. How are they allied with the Roman Empire? It's crazy. But it might give us a proper chance to secure more of this without having to fight a massive war. concentrate on converting everything. Oh yeah, Prince John came of age. Oh, I forgot that it does this. It puts our royal, puts our dynasty's emblem and our royal emblem on our characters. Why did he become drunk? Prince John the Drunkard. But he's a famous champion. That's good. We shall make him the Marshal. Try and make a alliance. Any of your daughters unspoken for? We would have to wait for her to grow. And they don't really have a... What about the Roman Empire? That guy's missing his face. Where's Panda? There's Panda's dynasty. They're too far away for that to work. Our armor's become better, at least. Becoming renowned. What about the Danes? This'll work. I have to wait for her to grow up a little bit more, but it'll bring Quick back into the bloodline. Well, it's already there, we'll just bring it to the surface more. Going on here. Oh yeah, spy holes are always nice. Yeah, the Scottish throne looks nice. As the Irish. So our king bishops are always going to be quite powerful. Converted all the territory yet. hasn't quite started down there. I'm gonna speed up time a little bit more. Actually, we are getting pretty close to the Holy Roman Emperors when it comes to military size, so that's good. Adultery. How dare they? It's not good for them. Prince Richard has grown up. It's not as good as our other, as our current steward, so... Let's see if we got anybody better. Duke John is always somebody good. Big step empires are forming up. The Gasavids are coming back. It's fun. The Abbasids have reformed a kingdom. Which one have they taken? Persia. This game is turning into a bunch of fun. Mostly map watching at this point, just waiting for him to be done with his task of converting the Empire. I declare a holy war. Again, not quite. They're going back and forth. In their war, that's not fun at all. Apparently I still have a hard claim on Leon, which I do want, actually. but not why they have a powerful alliance. We're gonna try to murder him. There we go. See who we can get. The Duke of Flanders, we can bribe him to join us. Our niece. Another one of his dukes. Another one of his vassals. A mayor. And another mayor. This guy who's a guest, that'll work. Oh yeah, that increased our chance quite significantly. We must create as much chaos as we can. Well, this is the Rashidins. That's nice. Yeah, just breathing is chaos at this point. Anyways, we have we've got a king to murder. Well, an emperor to do more murdering of. Good, more vassals. Let the king bishop do his thing down here. Alright, let's see if our success has been done. Oh yes, we have successfully murdered the Emperor of France. Ending their alliance with the Holy Roman Empire, meaning we can now declare war on Lyon. And we want to move our rally point to over here, and we're going to raise our professional forces. And we're marching right on to Paris, which is nice and fortified, actually. And they formed Notre Dame. I mean, they built Notre Dame. Notre Dame. Won't take us long to get through these castle walls. And we almost have holdings, so we can start building up our castles even larger. Windmills is coming up as well. So with holdings, though, we're going to be able to really build up these gigantic castles. When you picture the classic medieval castle, we're just about ready to start building them. And the French army's actually coming on to us. Slow it down. Wait for them to show up. Our professional force is just wreaking havoc. There we go. We are going to destroy the armies of France. So let's get into this battle. So how is Hypergig, by the way? Oh, this thunder sounds fun. Okay, so why isn't it letting me click anything down here? There it is. That was weird.
Yours to command.
Form a nice long line of our billymen.
Form phalanx. Phalanx. Melee infantry at your command.
And right behind them we'll have our knights. Our dismantled... I cannot talk today at all. Our dismounted knights.
Heavy cavalry ready and willing.
We'll keep the king over here.
We'll kill them all.
We need our archers first. How you doing, Queen? Alright.
Ready to ride.
Now we're gonna put the king right here. Well, the emperor right here.
Ready for orders.
Put our knights over there. Then we'll take the vast majority of our knights and have them basically over here.
Hold formation.
By your command.
Legio Parati.
Billymen up front. Let's take a look at the French army, see what we got going on over here. Very French. Very much French. They've got pointy sticks. They are very much French. I can also confirm they are French over here too. Very much French. Still French. I can confirm they are all French. Let's get them down onto foot, see if that
Commander, at your service.
fixes it.
As you were. Stay in formation.
Oh, there's plenty of ways to make them do it. I like when the unit selection isn't wanting to cooperate. Put you like that. Put you like that. And let's have our Welsh bowmen right over here.
We await your command. Ready to ride. Advance at speed.
Put the king on that side and put the knights over here.
Forward.
And we'll keep them in reserve, wait for a moment. Honestly, this isn't too different than what happened at Agincourt. Just hasn't been raining like no tomorrow. But they're fighting on farmlands. Got into a nasty mess. It's an interesting formation they're in. Get the army into position again. Was that guy checking out to make sure he was, like, fighting with the right banner? Maybe he's like, oh, let me wonder if I am fighting for the right force, huh? Mon ami? Oh, you mean this, very bad accent? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh.
Return to your positions. Don't break formation.
Yeah, better. Now we just gotta get through the fields. I think right about there ought to do it.
At speed!
Literally need you guys to run up there and form the Billyman phalanx. The Welsh longbowmen can also run into position. The Billymen are really good against cavalry because billy hooks are just designed to rip the rider clear off of the horse. So they are officially just charging into a wall of death.
Heavy horse at your command. They are trying to take out our general. Defend him. You have orders, sir. For glory!
They're trying to hit this side. Keyword is trying.
Battle ready and eager!
Back here.
Enemy units have returned to the battle.
The terrain of the farms are always interesting. Great. Doesn't cooperate.
Longbow! Orders! Longbow!
Like that.
Engage!
Good, they're getting them like that.
The tide of battle turns in our favor.
And it's on now. It's on like Donkey Kong. They've all been nice and grouped up in a nice little area for us, just like we want it. Letting our bowmen just have a field day.
The enemy general is dead.
Just have everybody charge in on them. And they broke. And look at that, the French are already surrendering.
The day is yours.
And that was just a minor unplanned war. Look at that. I think I originally made that claim whenever we were, yeah, when we initially were making our push down into, the Iberian Peninsula, just so we'd have better supply. This loading screen that's on right here, this is just Hypergig's daily life. If you didn't know, this guy that's right up here, the one that's dressed in all black and pointing at the guy with the bow, that is Hypergig. He's telling him to stop. It's like, stop it. Just stop it. You're gonna have to tell us, Hypergig, if that worked out for you. Alrighty, back to our siege. Gonna have to make a quick adjustments to the layout colors. Purple and then red. Purple and then red. There we go. Should be different in the courtroom too. Yep. For anybody who doesn't know, purple is my favorite color, so now it shows it off a little better instead of having the red border. almost have this castle broken down. Then we can move on to Paris without much of an issue. Yeah, purple is awesome. And Paris has fallen. So be it. Now we have Lyon. Which is good. Good. Oh, I got a mace out of that I can put on display. And we'll put Prince Richard here, so at least he has a little something to do. We're going to take this. Need an Aquitarian for it, so you will do fine. Reforge, and let's go to the court. Let's see. Take the French mace and put that on display, since it's legendary. Alrighty, and our new item, I want to just gonna sell it off. I think I just messed something up in the court. Yeah, I did. Put back on the blooded sword. And it looks like that triggered a civil war. Yeah, it did. So our victory caused a French Civil War. Who would have thought that? Still 5 months before he can start getting us some other stuff. Something that doesn't lose us. Yeah, we're just gonna throw him in the dungeon. He's a drunk. Oh, I didn't notice, but we got our holdings that we want. So now we're going to finish up watermills. Now it's time for us to start building bigger castles. No, we haven't thrown you in the dungeon. We haven't hit a new hyper gig, since the original hyper gig is somewhere in the ground. I think that's all of our, yep. All of our personal castle holdings are now upgrading. I'm gonna negotiate him to, I can't get a weak hold or anything. Become our executioner. And our marshal. There he is. Definitely want to leave him on the council in one form. How long will it take us to build up? We have quite a bit of development too. '63 development. I think we might have the highest development of any realm capital. Let's see. Alright, we'll see you later, Liz. Yeah, we're definitely higher than, definitely higher than Paris. We've almost caught up to Rome. And Constantinople has fallen quite a good bit behind compared to what they should be. Baghdad is, ooh. The most developed area in the world, which it makes sense. This, even though politically Islam has been broken apart, the Islamic world is still in its golden age. Mongols haven't come riding out of the hills yet. Well, believe it or not, Hypergig, the Islamic world, up until really it was the Mongols that kind of put sort of the final nail and started the decline of the Islamic Golden Age and the beginning of the Silver Age for them. Where is Baghdad? Should be so. There it is. Like, Baghdad is the center of basically the entire Islamic world. And Europe really didn't surpass, like, the Middle East and basically a lot of the eastern lands until it started the age of basically colonization. I'm just surprised the Roman Empire is still, like, holding itself together. And the Gasavids are coming back. And again, another crusade. I wonder where they're aiming for. I will fund it. And... this is in Iberia, isn't it? Yep. I think I have to physically pledge to try to redirect it. And it's like I don't want to actually pledge to the crusade. India is super divided. Historically, India at this point should be divided into the three empires. Which it basically stays this way for a good long time. Like, each one of the three empires would kind of go back and forth on which one was the more powerful. Some of them would have a little bit of a different, like, Delhi here should be the dominant state. It should be right in the middle of the height of the Delhi Sultanate, which has all of northern India, most of the coastline right here in the Deccan region. And a little sliver right here is basically all that wasn't conquered. And it would be like that until the end of the Mongol invasions. They were by far the most powerful state in this stage of the medieval era. Like, they physically fought off the Mongol invasions. I would still have to grab Scotland and Northern Ireland for the UK. And the British Isles themselves, no, not yet. We've been kind of ignoring them. We did put our family on the throne of Scotland. Might do the same thing for Ireland over here. And, like, successfully convert it to Catholicism. Yeah, the Mongol Empire itself wouldn't conquer India, but one of the remnants here in Afghanistan would eventually lead to the rise of the Mughal Empire, which is, spoiler, just what India called the Mongols, the Mughals. It's funny seeing the Abbasids starting to come back. Like, the Abbasid Caliphate was massive. And here's what's left of the Arab Empire default territory. The rest have been just absorbed into the Moroccan, which is starting to fall apart. Yeah, India is a very fun place to play in. Like, you have just as much political division as you get in Europe, just right over in here. My personal favorite is the play over here in the Bengal region, simply because it is full of farmlands. You can just turn this into a very productive area. Like, this area right here makes an excellent capital region. And it's just basically these two duchies. And you've got pretty much all of the farmland under your control. Outside like a little sliver. Another good capital, and is my personal favorite capital for like making a giant Indian empire, is right down here. And the reason why I like taking this area is because culturally these guys have the elephant lords, so it gives your elephants a good bit of increased capabilities. Because I like to play as a Turkish invader, come in, kind of establish somewhere in and around here, maybe up here on the plateau. It's a nice little area. Got like one duchy. Take all the flatlands. And sort of just like expand. Grab this kingdom, then work on forming the rest of the empire title here. Disappointed. I sent him to university and he basically failed. You're going to jail, so we can get you to do this. Yeah, we did throw him in jail just to make him a monk. And we'll take architect and put him back onto scholarship. That works for me. One of the Carlings. It's fun. In the regular game, the Carlings are usually completely gone by this point, but they've gain control of the Holy Roman Empire. Heck, Norway never even came to be a thing. Just Denmark and Sweden. Frankly surprised that nobody's formed Scandinavia, like AI-wise. Like, for a while it looked like it was exactly what was going to happen. Random French woman died and we are at peace with it. You. Is he done convert? Finally! He's done converting area. Now we can get our claims and launch a big old war over here. Looks like the Crusaders are actually being successful over here. Oh no, we're being haunted. Sell that off. Let's see. I mean, we took territory today that I wasn't suspecting to take over here at Lyon. That's always nice. That's a nice wife for him. Looks like Prince John's wife is starting to come of age where they can actually get married. And Emperor Frey is starting not to look so good. His health is fine according to that. If Richard wasn't sterile, he would be emperor. Just, I would rather not have sterile at all in our bloodline. Now we can start building our walls. Sit back and enjoy some castle building. I do like how the Western European castles look. They will get bigger and look more awesome. Upgrade the temple here. Why did you think that's funny? It's how they are actually pronounced. It's the Mughals. Get the opinion of the clergy, just a natural +10, that's always nice. Oh, we got a new King Bishop. Who is also the Archbishop of our, of the Empire. That's amazing. Looks like the Carlings have formed a realm down here and are losing. Dude, plus 5-year life expectancy. It's like a... Yeah, we don't need a 5-year. Development growth. This would be good if we wanted to like form our own branch version of Christianity, basically off from Catholicism. So it would be devotion. It's also not bad. Let's make our sieges go quicker. Let's finish pillage. But now we're building up claims, just building up our Empire's home territory, our primary. Not a lot going on, but... as soon as we get enough claims, we will secure this section of Santiago. Basically have our area here of the Way of St. James. And as soon as we finish all that, all we have to do is just capture these two areas and we'll have basically all the territory that we want here. Ourselves some better walls. Then we'll decide what we want to put in the new building slots. There we go. Farmland, farmland, and farmland. Good, they built the ones I wanted. These were the only ones I really cared heavily about. We could build a water mill, which gives us better supplies. We could do a windmill, which gives us a good bit there. More levees. That's necessary. Or we could give ourselves a port. I think a port would be nice. Just have more income coming off of this river. Huh, it never noticed that it actually does tell you that it's the Thames and the estuary. It's just fun as long as I've been playing it, and it's just just now noticed. I'm frankly surprised because even with maximum vassal control, your vassals usually will try to depose you at one point, and we haven't had them try to do that once. Especially since we have a few different members of our dynasty actually as vassals. Like, it's really interesting how calm our internal affairs have been. Like, I know we kind of cheesed it, being that we went into the areas that sort of, like, gave us some of these higher level techs earlier than we regularly would have. I mean, that's the only reason why we've had a very stable internal realm since we initially captured this area up here. Well, regardless, it's worked out, though. So let us have a nice, safe environment to expand our kingdom in. Not having to worry about turning around and having to whack down one of our brothers whenever we ascend to the throne. Like, I'm still concerned that we have basically 3 contenders for the throne right now. Like, Prince John's also a drunkard, and he's, you know, not the most amazing of first choices, but he's, well, it wasn't even really our first choice. But here we are now. And we're going to leave it at that. Just looking at how much time we've done so far. Now here's just a little bit of channel admin and otherwise. Though our playthrough that we're doing right now is still going to last for a good little bit of time, I am already been tweaking and working on my own personal mod to get it a little bit further beyond And when this comes onto YouTube, which should be in a couple hours from now, if anybody wants to go into the comment section, basically the comment section, and put down if they would rather see a playthrough where we're in the Roman Empire, or if we're going to be in Mongolia and just sort of, you know, do a roleplay in the Mongols or a roleplay in the Romans. Like, whatever you guys would want to preferably see. We'll see in how that goes and works. So, I'll be seeing you all laters, you alligators. Bye-bye now. Now, while we're looking around, let's see if we got anybody to raid. Let's go over and say hi to Liz. Let's go and give her a nice harassment. I mean, nice support.